A federal judge is considering the release of a man on bail who is facing conspiracy and burglary charges related to a series of crimes targeting Asian business owners. Last week, a judge ruled that 27-year-old Derinson Martinez Grandas can be released, but immediately put a stay on that decision while the government appeals. On Tuesday, a different judge almost reversed that decision, but ultimately decided to extend the hearing to Wednesday, December 3rd, the day of Grandas's arraignment. Prosecutors accused Grandas of being part of a 7-person burglary crew that targeted the homes of Asian business owners in several states, including Oregon. Federal documents also describe a sophisticated system of stalking their victims. Authorities say this crew is tied to at least 3 burglaries in Washington, Salem, and Eugene. More than $60,000 in cash and valuables were stolen.
You know, there are other Asian Americans who have worried, maybe I need to get, training in some sort of home defense. There are people who, even at our safety forum, were afraid to come because they were afraid they'd be identified as Asian and targeted and burglarized. They're afraid to go to community events. It's really awful. And I don't know if someone can appreciate without hearing from the community just how widespread that impact has been.
The defense argued that Grandas does not pose a serious flight risk, pointing to the fact he has no other criminal history. His lawyers noted that he stayed while other suspects fled Oregon after their initial release, hoping to get his car and phone from Eugene police detectives, which was then used as evidence. Authorities say he also has a girlfriend in Los Angeles who's pregnant with his child, and that he's been consistently checking in with ICE. Grandas is originally from Colombia, but claimed asylum in the States. If bail is granted, he'll be released under electronic monitoring and supervised in LA, but he could also be taken back into ICE custody. We'll continue to track this case as it moves forward. Meanwhile, one of the other men arrested for those same burglaries is now on his way back to Oregon. Federal authorities say Stephen Alexander Quiroga Solano posted bail, fled to California, then New York, and was then captured illegally crossing into Canada. Through an interpreter in federal court this morning, Quiroga Solana agreed to return to Oregon, where the U.S. attorney is asking the court to keep him behind bars while the case is pending. Federal court records describe how he took a bus from Los Angeles to northern New York and then paid a coyote $1,000 to smuggle him into Canada. Canadian Royal Mounties discovered him and handed him back over to the U.S. The suspect did not say he was fleeing from the pending state and federal charges. Instead, he claimed to have a girlfriend and baby in Canada.